Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Mahārāja's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Kṛṣṇa Caitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Mahārāja on May 30th, 2022 in Chennai, India.
Pangum langayate gire Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Continuing the Chaitanya Leela compilation with chapter Drāviḍa Brāhmaṇa obtains the mercy of Lord Chaitanya under the section Wonderful episode of Drāviḍa Brāhmaṇa. Chaitanya Mangal Sesha Khanda 4.71.
Puno cholo jai shei Prabhu barabare অজ্ঞান ব্রাহ্মণ মুই কহম তোমারে।
The Brahmana said, "Please take me back to meet Lord Chaitanya again. I am an ignorant Brahmana, but let's go and see the Lord. I am requesting you." So the Dravidian Brahmana Ramdas was admitting his ignorance.
He wanted to meet Lord Chaitanya again.
He wanted to meet Lord Chaitanya again,
Who was described by Vibhishana as non-different from Lord Jagannath.
who was described by Vibhishana as non-different from Lord Jagannath.
Lord Chaitanya is described as the moving Jagannath
Actually, Lord Chaitanya is described as the moving Jagannath
because he walks all around.
because he walks all around.
Jagannath stays on the altar at one place.
But Jagannath stays on the altar at one place.
So the secret identity of Lord Chaitanya was revealed by Vibhishana.
So the secret identity of Lord Chaitanya was revealed by Vibhishana.
So the Dravidian Brāhmaṇa wanted to meet Lord Chaitanya again after understanding his importance.
So the Dravidian Brahmana wanted to meet Lord Chaitanya again after understanding his importance. Chaitanya Mangal Sesha Khanda 4.72.
অনেক যতন কহিল এরাইতে নারী পুনলে উঠিয়া যায় প্রভু বরাবরী।
Although Vibhishana tried to evade him in many ways, he could not, and so finally again he returned to meet Lord Chaitanya.
And now the Dravidian Brāhmaṇa, he was very eager to meet Lord Chaitanya.
Now the Dravidian Brahmana was very eager to meet Lord Chaitanya.
So he followed Vibhishana wherever he went.
So he followed Vibhishana wherever he went.
And finally Vibhishana took him to meet Lord Chaitanya.
And finally Vibhishana took him to meet Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mangal Sesha Khanda 4.73.
প্রভুর সম্মুখে গেলা অন্তরতরাস পুনঃ দোহা দেখি প্রভুর উপজিল হাস।
They both went in front of Lord Chaitanya, being anxious, and seeing both of them again, Lord Chaitanya laughed.
I think when the conditioned soul wants to meet or serve Kṛṣṇa,
Actually, when the Actually, when the conditioned soul wants to meet or see Krishna,
then the Lord is very happy.
then the Lord is very happy.
Most people in the material world are trying to not think about God.
Most people in the material world are not trying to think about God. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.74.
প্রভু বলে লেউটিয়া আইলা কি কারণে রাজা কহে যে কারণ পুছ ব্রাহ্মণে
Lord Chaitanya said, "Oh, why did you come back?" Vibhishana replied, For the reason, ask this Brahmana. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.75.
ব্রাহ্মণ কহে গোসাই আমি তো অবোধ কত কত জীব আছে অর্বুদ অর্বুদ
Brahmana, "Oh Gosai, I am ignorant. There are many living entities as much as Arbud. One Arbuda equals 100 million.
So, Arbud means 100 million times 100 million.
So Arbud means 100 million multiplied by 100 million.
And that I add 9 zeros.
Add 9 more zeros. 9 more zeros.
I know.
Yeah.
He's a finance graduate. So, in this way, very rare. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 1,000 tries to get liberated.
So it is very rare. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, out of thousands of people, only one tries to get liberated.
Thousands of those, only one achieved liberation.
And out of thousands of those, only one achieved liberation.
And out of thousands of those, it's rare to find one pure devotee of Krishna.
And out of thousands of those, only one is a pure devotee of Krishna. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.76.
সবাকার প্রাণ তুমি সবাকার নাথ তবহি নাহিক কেহ তুমি জগন্নাথ
You are the life and soul of everyone, and you are the Lord of everyone, and there is no other than you. Actually, you are Lord Jagannath himself.
Now the Drāviḍa Brāhmaṇa had realized this truth from Vibhishana.
So, the Dravidian Brahmana had realized this truth from Vibhishana.
And he's revealing his mind to Lord Caitanya.
And he's revealing his mind to Lord Chaitanya.
In the material world, we are trying to enjoy our senses.
In this material world, we are trying to enjoy our senses.
We think we're the body.
We think we are the body.
But actually, we're the eternal spirit soul.
But actually, we are the eternal spirit soul.
And our nature is to serve the Supreme Soul.
And our nature is to serve the Supreme Soul. Murari Gupta Karcha 4.21.22. Hearing this, the elevated Brahmana said, "O Guru of the cosmos, kindly do not abandon me. Fulfill the boon promised by you." Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.77.
আমি মহাধম ছাড় মহা অপরাধী নিজ কর্ম দোষ মোদারিদ্র রোগ বেদী
I am the most lowly and the worst offender. Due to my bad karma, I suffered from poverty, disease and other miseries. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.78.
বেদী পীড়ায় কুপত্ত কর আশা ঔষধ না রোচে মুখে কুপথ্যে প্রত্যাশা
Because of my impoverished condition, I came to you and asked for the wrong diet. Despite my distress, I don't have any taste for the medicine because I was attached to the wrong diet.
A real solution for the conditioned soul is to leave this material world and go to the spiritual world where one can serve Kṛṣṇa and his expansions fully. Real solution.
The real solution for the conditioned soul is to leave this material world and go back to the spiritual world and serve Kṛṣṇa.
In this world, whatever birth we take, we have to suffer disease, old age, and death.
In this world, whatever birth we take, we have to suffer disease, old age and death.
Actually, if we engage in pure devotional service, we taste unlimited happiness in this world.
But actually, if we engage in pure devotional service, we attain unlimited happiness in this world.
And at the end of this life, we can go back to Godhead.
And at the end of this life, we can go back to Godhead. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.79.
বুঝিয়া ঔষধ দেহ তুমি ধন্বন্তরী কর্ম দোষে ভব বেধে আমি ছাড় মরি
But you give the correct medicine after diagnosing the disease, because you are Dhanvantari. I am dying because of my misdeeds and the disease of material existence.
Around a Drāviḍa Brāhmaṇa, he realized that he was suffering because of being in the material existence.
So Ramdas, the Drāviḍan Brāhmaṇa, he had realized that he was suffering because of him being in the material existence.
And the solutions he sought were actually not the solutions for his disease.
And the solutions that he saw were actually not the solutions for his disease.
We are thinking that if we can satisfy our senses, then we'll be happy.
We are thinking that if we can actually satisfy our senses, we can be happy.
But the senses are actually never satisfied.
But the senses are actually never satisfied.
They have their limits.
They have their limits.
But our requirement is unlimited.
But our requirement is unlimited.
Actually, living in this material world, having basic fulfillment of our material desires,
But living in this material world, having basic fulfillment of our material desires,
and engaging in the pure devotion for Lord Rishikesh
and engaging in pure devotion for Lord Rishikesh
is the actual solution.
is the actual solution.
Simply material activities will never satisfy the eternal spirit soul.
The material activities can never satisfy the spirit soul. Murari Gupta Karcha 4.21.23. O Jagannath, Lord of the universe, O Rishikesha, Master of the senses, O Deliverer of conditioned souls from the ocean of repeated birth and death, you are the bestower of Krishna Prema to the fallen souls. Indeed, you are Krishna, the all-attractive person. Kindly deliver me.
So the Drāviḍa Brāhmaṇa is asking for Krishna Prema.
So, the Dravidian Brahmana is actually asking for Krishna Prema.
So, sometimes something in the material world is a blessing in disguise.
So, sometimes suffering in the material world is a blessing in disguise.
Because if we think that the material world is a nice place, then we'll stay here, work after work.
Because if we think that the material world is a nice place, we will stay here birth after birth.
There's a story of one person on a touchstone, and he approached Swami for a touchstone.
There's a story that there was once a person and he wanted a touchstone. So he approached Sanatan Goswami.
And he asked Swami, are you the most valuable thing you have?
And he asked Sanatan Goswami, give me the most valuable thing that you have.
Because he heard he had a touchstone.
Because I heard that you have a touchstone.
Oh, touchstone. That's in the garbage pile.
Oh, touchstone, that's in a garbage pile.
If you want it, you can have it.
If you want it, you can have it.
He found the touchstone in the garbage.
He went and he found the touchstone in garbage.
And he asked Swami if he got the touchstone.
And if he asked Sanatan Goswami, if you had the touchstone, after he had the touchstone,
that if this is the most valuable thing, why did you put it in the garbage?
that if this is the most valuable thing that you have, why did you put it in the garbage?
No, it's not the most valuable thing I have.
Then he said, it's not the most valuable thing that I have.
Oh, and he give you the most valuable thing?
Oh, then give me the most valuable thing.
I'll give you throw the touchstone back in the garbage.
I'll throw the touchstone back in the garbage.
He gave him a Hare Krishna mantra.
And then he gave him the Hare Krishna mantra. Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.80.
এবল শুনিয়া প্রভু হাসিতে লাগিলা, জগন্নাথ দেব তোমার সব ভালো কইলা।
Hearing this confession, Lord Jagannath laughed and said, Lord Chaitanya laughed and said, Lord Jagannath did you a favor. Murari Gupta Karcha 4.21.24. The ocean of compassion answered him, return to your home, enjoy your pleasures after first renouncing them at Sri Krishna's feet. Murari Gupta Karcha 4.21.25. Through such worship, you shall receive bhakti, and by the practice of bhakti, the wealth of Krishna Prema can arise in your heart. On hearing this, the Brahmana offered Mahaprabhu respectful obeisances and then departed for his home.
So, Lord Caitanya taught the South Indian Brahmin.
So, Lord Chaitanya taught the South Indian Brahman Ramdas
a secret that he can return home and offer all his activities pleasures, everything to Lord Kṛṣṇa.
That he can return home and offer all his activities and pleasures to Kṛṣṇa.
And by practicing the 9 practices of Bhakti Yoga,
And by practicing the 9 practices of Bhakti Yoga,
he will achieve Bhakti.
he will achieve Bhakti.
From Bhakti, spontaneous love of Kṛṣṇa may arise.
And from Bhakti, spontaneous love of Kṛṣṇa may arise. Chaitanya Mangal Sesh Khanda 4.81.
আগাও ইস্পিত তুমি ভঞ্জিবে এখন শেষকালে পাবে জগন্নাথের চরণ
Go ahead, and now you will enjoy the coveted wealth. At the end of your life, you will attain the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath.
Lord Caitanya gave his blessing to the Drāviḍa Brāhmaṇa.
So Lord Chaitanya gave his blessings to the Drāviḍan Brāhmaṇa.
Use the wealth that he gets by Lord Jagannath's mercy
Use the wealth that he gets by Lord Jagannath's mercy
in the service of the Lord.
in the service of the Lord,
And then at the end of your life, you get shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath.
and then at the end of your life you will get the shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath. Chaitanya Mangal Sesh Khanda 4.82.
এবল বলিতে বিপ্র দণ্ডবধ করে চৌদিকে সকল লোক হরি হরি বলে
After hearing this, the Brahmana offered dandavats to Lord Chaitanya. The devotees all around chanted,
Hari, Hari!
Hari Hari!
Hari, Hari!
Hari Hari!
Hari, Hari!
Hari Hari! Hari Hari!
Now, the Brahmana offered dandavats. Dandavats are prostrated obeisances.
So the Brahmana offered his dandavats or the prostrated obeisances
Lord Chaitanya,
to Lord Chaitanya,
who had given him his mercy.
who had given him his mercy.
And everyone being inspired by this poor Brahman getting the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, chant the holy name.
And everyone being inspired by this poor Brahmana getting the mercy of the Lord, chanted the holy name. Chaitanya, Hari Hari! Hare Hare! Hare Chaitanya Mangal Sesh Khanda 4.83.
শোনো সর্বজন হের অপূর্ব কথন বর পাইয়া চলি গেলা দরিদ্র ব্রাহ্মণ
Everyone, listen to this amazing pastime. After receiving the boon, the poor Brahmana left.
Our Lord is known as the giver of boons.
The Lord is known as the giver of boons.
And what's that deity in Shanti?
What's that deity in Shantipur? Vardaraja in Kanchipuram. The Lord is also known as Vardaraja.
Mahārāja means the king of boon givers.
Vardaraja means the king of boon givers.
So this poor Brahmana get his desired wealth and also get Krishna Bhakti.
So the poor Brahmana would get his desired wealth and would also get Krishna Bhakti. Murari Gupta Karcha 4.21.26. After offering prayers of praise to Gaura Hari and bowing down before him repeatedly, Vibhishana also departed for his charming home while meditating on the Lord's lotus feet.
Like this, every day with Lord Caitanya,
Like this, every day with Lord Chaitanya,
there were countless pastimes would happen.
countless pastimes would happen.
And we're having the advantage of hearing about what?
And we are having the advantage of hearing about what?
About the Dravidian Brahman Ramdas.
About the Dravidian Brāhmaṇa Ramdas.
And coming of Vibhishana.
And the coming of King Vibhishana.
So, are pure nectar.
So like this, Lord Chaitanya's pastimes are pure nectar.
And we can always listen to the pastimes of Lord Caitanya, Kṛṣṇa, and we get purified.
And like this, if we can always listen to the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and Krishna, then we get purified. Haribo. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesha Khanda 4.84.
হরিষে হইলা দোহে বাড়ির বাহির ভক্ত জন প্রভুর পৌঁছায় ধীরে ধীর
Vibhishana and the poor Brahmana left the house in a joyful mood. The devotees gradually questioned the Lord. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.85.
পুরী গোসাই বলে প্রভু দয়া কর যদি ইহার কারণ কহ সবে কর শুদ্ধি
Puri Gosai said, "Please be merciful and reveal the reason for all these, for our purification. Kindly explain what just happened."
The devotees, associates of Lord Chaitanya, they didn't know anything that was going on.
The devotees, the associates of Lord Chaitanya, they didn't know anything what was going on.
They didn't know who the person was, King Vibhishana.
They didn't know who the person was, King Vibhishana.
They didn't know the Dravidian Brahman Ramdas, what his situation was.
They didn't know the Dravidian Brāhmaṇa Ramdas, what his situation was.
They couldn't understand anything.
They couldn't understand anything.
They just saw that Lord Chaitanya gave a special mercy to both of them.
But they just saw that Lord Chaitanya gave his special mercy to both of them.
And they wanted to know what actually happened.
So they wanted to know what actually happened. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesha Khanda 4.86.
সুদাইতে নারে কেহ মনে বড় ইচ্ছা সাহস করিয়া মুই সুদাইলু পাছা
Everyone is curious, but they are afraid to ask you. Everyone is greatly eager to know. So finally, taking courage, I am inquiring.
Just as Kṛṣṇa said in the Gita, that he instructed the Gita to the sun god.
Just as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that he instructed the Gita to the sun god,
But then Arjuna asked, that like, was it then 40 million years ago?
but then Arjuna asked, that was like 40 million years ago.
And you're standing before me, young man.
And you're standing before me like a young man.
Lord Chaitanya explained, Lord Kṛṣṇa explained that I'm all in the same body. I remember what happened 20 million years ago. You were there, but you don't remember.
And Kṛṣṇa said that I was in the same body and I remember everything from 40 million years ago, but you were also there, but you don't remember.
So that's the difference between an individual soul and the Supreme Soul.
So that's the difference between the individual soul and the Supreme Soul.
We have some quality which are the same as Kṛṣṇa.
We have the quality which are the same as Kṛṣṇa.
But the quantity, we are infinitesimal and he is infinite.
And in the quality, we are infinitesimal and he is infinite. The quantity, we are infinitesimal and he is infinite. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.87.
ঠাকুর কহে শোনো শোনো হ গোসাই একথা তোমরা সবে কিছু ভোজনাই
Lord Chaitanya said, "Listen, Puri Gosai, none of you in the assembly has understood what just occurred." Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.88.
দ্রাবিড়ে আছিল এই দরিদ্র ব্রাহ্মণ অনেক যন্ত্রণা দুঃখ পাইয়াছে তখন
This poor Brahmana from South India was suffering tremendously. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.89.
দারিদ্র জ্বালায় দগ্ধ আইল এই দেশে জগন্নাথ ওপরে প্রহার করে শেষে
Being oppressed by poverty, he came to this place and finally he was beating Lord Jagannath.
If we blame the Supreme Lord for our own bad karma,
If we blame the Supreme Lord for our own bad karma,
it's like beating the Lord.
that's like beating the Lord.
But actually, we're responsible. We don't know what we did bad. We did something.
But actually, we are responsible. We don't know what we did bad, but we did something.
And if we blame the Lord on that, for that, it's not fair.
And if we blame the Lord for that, that's not fair.
Finally, the poor Brahmana realized that he had must have committed many bad karmas and many offenses afterwards and begged for forgiveness.
Finally, the poor Brahmana had realized that he must have committed many aparads and many offenses, and he begged for forgiveness. Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.90.
দুঃখিত দেখিয়া তুষ্ট হইলা জগন্নাথ আচম্বিতে বিভীষণ শনে হইল সাত
Seeing his miserable plight, Lord Jagannath felt sorry for him. By the Lord's arrangement, he met King Vibhishana.
It was not an accident that he met King Vibhishana.
So it is not an accident that he met King Vibhishana.
It was by the Lord's intervention.
It was by the Lord's intervention.
And Vibhishana is a very special person.
And Vibhishana is a very special person.
Very few people see or recognize King Vibhishana.
Very few people see or recognize King Vibhishana.
Was the brother of Ravana who surrendered to Lord Ram.
He was the brother of Ravana who surrendered to Lord Ram.
Haribol!
Haribol! Chaitanya Mangal, Sesh Khanda 4.91.
বিভীষণ এই যে বসিল মোর পাশে, ধন দান কইল তেহ ব্রাহ্মণ সন্তোষে।
One who was sitting next to me is this Vibhishana. He pleased that Brahmana by giving him abundant wealth. Chaitanya Mangal Sesh Khanda 4.92.
এ বল শুনিয়া সর্বজনের উল্লাস, প্রেমায় ভাসিল সব এ ভূমি আকাশ।
The devotees exploded with ecstasy upon hearing this story. The land and sky flooded with Kṛṣṇa prema.
Lord Chaitanya revealed what actually happened.
Lord Chaitanya had revealed what actually happened.
These are truly wonderful pastimes of the Lord.
These are truly wonderful pastimes of the Lord.
No one can imagine seeing the Vishnu or how the poor Brahmana got the mercy.
No one can imagine seeing Vibhishana or how the poor Brahmana got the mercy.
So, understanding how Lord Chaitanya had enacted all these pastimes in front of the devotees,
So understanding how Lord Chaitanya had enacted these pastimes in front of the devotees,
they are filled with Krishna prema.
they are filled with Kṛṣṇa prema. Haribo! Chaitanya Mangal Seshakhanda 4.93.
সর্বজন নাচে সবে বলে হরি বল হরি বল, আনন্দে সবাই সবে ধরে দেই কোল।
Everyone danced jubilantly, chanting,
Haribo!
Haribo! Happily, all the devotees embraced one another.
The associates of Lord Chaitanya,
The associates of Lord Chaitanya,
when they heard wonderful pastime,
when they heard the wonderful pastime,
they started to dance, chant Haribol,
they started to dance and chant Haribol.
and they embraced each other
And they embraced each other
in ecstasy.
in ecstasy. Thus ends the chapter entitled Drāviḍa Brāhmaṇa obtains the mercy of Lord Chaitanya under the section The Wonderful Episode of Drāviḍa Brāhmaṇa. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.